a quick jump on and give you some updates because if you haven't heard already, there was a $900 billion bill that has made its way through the Senate and Congress and now into the legislation's hands to this huge stimulus bill owner because there's 5,000 pages of this bill that's going to have to be looked at and reviewed, and then the SB is going to have to turn around and how it's going to look for them. So I wanted to jump on here because I want you guys to know to make sure you keep an eye out because as I get updates, you will get updates. And one really amazing thing that I did here was involved who do tax planning is one big thing you've heard me talk about and CFO services. But the big thing in addition to that is that they are experts who are keeping us up to date on all of these legislation changes. And so in return for that, you get to be updated as well. So as soon as I hear things, I will be on here to let you know what that means for you. Some of the rumors that have been going around so far have been that there's going to be an additional $600 stimulus payment sent out, similar to what the $1,200 payment was earlier this year. That is still in operation, if you want to say, or wasn't final and pushback that $1,200 again instead of $600. So that's a little bit wide open yet as well. However, I think Mnuchin has said that he plans on putting payments out as soon as later this week or early next week. So stay tuned for that. That in my overview is you had to be under 75,000 in gross revenue or gross income. So it's individuals, not business, gross income, or 150,000 if you are married filing joint. So stay tuned for that. If you got the first stimulus payment, most likely you will qualify for the second stimulus payment. So be aware of that. The PPP, there's going to be another round of PPP. What that looks like and who's going to qualify for that has not completely been defined. Originally, about this bill going through earlier, they were talking about that you had to be under 300 employees. You had to have experienced at least 25% difference in either quarters 2, 3, or 4 of 2020. How they're going to go about showing that, or how you're going to be able to show that, kind of up for discussion still. A couple of other things that they're working on as well is, if you've watched any of my videos previous times, you would have known that PPP is the IRS. You had to exclude those expenses from 2020 taxes. They're working to not have that happen because it would put more additional stress on businesses who received those PPP funds because they would have had to pay taxes on those extra money for 2020. They're working on getting that changed as well. So there's a lot of things that are kind of still up in the air, but just so you know, things are in motion, which is a lot better than what it's been in the last months that we're waiting for something to happen in terms of another round of PPP funds. Be aware, you probably will need the same documentation or similar documentation as before. So you want to make sure you're up to date on your records. Also, too, with this going into the new year, having your 2020 taxes or information pre-prepped is probably going to be really helpful in the process. And who knows what next year is going to look like as well. I know that there's been other strains in different countries that have come out as well. So stimulus relief may continue into next year. So biggest thing you can do for yourself is stay up to date on your records. Make sure you have employees who are working for you. Make sure you have them defined versus employees versus contractors. If you have people that are working for you and they're not on payroll, but they should be, now's a great time to talk about that, look at that, and get them on there correctly, on your records correctly. Make sure that you are staying up to date with your bookkeeping, because reports may be another addition to the tax forms that you may need to have in order to present your information increase or decrease in those quarters. So you want to make sure that you have that information together. 2019 for sure. At the very least, you want to make sure you have your 2019 records in order, your taxes done. and be aware of those different things that are going to be changing. As always, if you have questions or comments or concerns, please make sure you leave them here for me. I am here to help answer questions. And like I said, follow this page, follow me. I'm posting to a couple of different places. So make sure that you pay attention, because I'll be giving updates as soon as I get updates. There's 5,000 pages of this bill that are going. So there's information to kind of pour over and get clarity on. And as it comes in, you will be the first to know. So thanks. Have a great one. Hi, Tanisha. Thanks for watching. And I will see you all later. Bye.